Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tremont McCray, and this is Character Transmutation LLC, where we transform your character from lead to gold. Now, this is another video breaking down divine physics, equation number 4. This is in no particular order. The order is not necessarily important. What you need to understand is be aware of what equation you need in any moment of time. Now, it doesn't have to be a systematic approach. It's more of a inner wisdom, an inner knowing of, okay, well, maybe I need to understand this a different way, or maybe I need to activate this frequency in another way. Remember, divine physics is the architecture of the metaphysics. It's how to make the unseen seen. It's the underlying blueprint, if you will. So in divine physics, this one is called divine endurance. Now, I need you to understand something real quick. When I say divine, I mean higher frequency. I mean source frequency. I mean the frequency of creation, the frequency of the most high, the frequency of the highest in you. And you need to know that because divinity is nothing more than the highest expression of who you remember yourself to be. Nevertheless, so if you want to activate divine endurance using this formula, lock in because you're going to be able to flow. You're going to be able to run, to lift, to bike, to work, to take care of your children and responsibilities, to enjoy yourself, to create, to run your business. You're going to be able to do it all without fatigue, without sluggishness, without tiredness, without lack. That's the whole purpose. Without lack, guys. We don't have any lack. Lack is not real. So, divine endurance. It starts like this. You have what I call fruit purity. Fruit, or we don't highlight purity. Now, fruit purity is typically going to have to be, I'm going to be conservative, and I'm going to say 60% or more has to be raw fruits. Can be some vegetables in it, but we're talking pure light-coated frequency, raw fruits. Now, the higher you go, right, the higher in fruit intake you go, the more your energy, your light body is gonna vibrate. The higher, the faster, the quicker, the lighter you're gonna become. Literally, light encoded. So that's why I usually say about 60%. Personally, I've been doing 70, 80%, and that's been working very well for me. But I'm about to take it up to 80, 90%. Nevertheless, this is your framework, okay? This is your fuel system, how it begins. Now, when I'm talking 60% fruit, I'm also eliminating processed food. I'm eliminating meat, dairy, eggs, bread, carbs, rice. All of that stuff kind of got to go because it doesn't match well. But I say it doesn't match well, but then I also say it really depends on what level of frequency you're at. Because a higher frequency person needs less dense food, and they don't naturally eat more uncooked food, raw food, fruits. So you just gotta see your frequency. Nevertheless, guys, fruit plus. Okay, I'm adding this today. It's not a multiplication, but it does multiply. But in order to activate the divine endurance, you only need to add it together in one unison. So next we have cardio. Okay, cardio. What I do is run. For any reason you cannot run, bike, jump work, walk, swim. This is going to get the blood pumping. This is going to get it circulating throughout the vessel. It's going to get your heart getting stronger, which is your engine. So now we're strengthening the engine. We got the fuel source, we got the engine. And last but not least, now this one is energy cultivation, guys. We have energy. And what I mean by, in this sense, energy, that's R. So Y. Here we go, hold up. Ooh, ooh. Energy, we're talking about celibacy. We're talking about semen retention. We're talking about abstinence. Okay, I'm going to step aside for that. And when you put all three of these together, fruit, cardio, and energy, you get divine endurance, an unlimited supply of energy, life force, vitality, focus to do and be your highest expression. And when I say celibacy, I don't mean 100%, because let's be honest, we all make mistakes. We all drop in awareness, or not even awareness. We just sexual expression. It's a sexual expression, okay? But you don't want to neglect or overrun your nervous system with it. I say one time a week. If you can do one time a week, have sex one time a week, that's a very good rhythm. Once a month puts you in the top 10%. Most of the time, what we got, if you go 30 days, 60 days, 90 days plus, that puts you in the 0.1%. So if you see that breakdown, you really only have to manage your energy majority of the time. It's the 80-20 principle. Shout out to who made that principle. I don't remember his name, but shout out to him. The 80-20 principle is kind of what I'm alluding to. Okay? 80% of the time, you need to be in this cycle. Fruit purity, cardio running, energy, celibacy. And then you will activate the formula. 20% of the time, you might slip, you might deviate, you might do something different in those moments. That is fine. But ultimately, you need to be, majority of the time, in this cycle. And you're going to notice that you don't get tired. You don't get sleepy until it's really time to rest. You can do, be, and have all that you desire. Because now your physical vessel is not a limitation. It is a portal to greater self-expression. So I want to say I appreciate you guys. Thank you for checking this out. And I hope it worked something in your spirit that you can use today. And I'll see you guys on the next one, Divine Visits. This is how you go, guys. From lead to gold. I'll see you in the next one.